Hello there, YouTubes, and the Twitch machine. How the fuck are we all? Very well, thank you for asking. I'm going to be on doing Normal Island in a minute. So that's why the camera isn't on. I've been through this before. You're either used to it or you're not. It's just a thing. And then after that, we might be having Curtis on, hopefully. Although he's been drinking, so he might get whiskey dick on us. Who knows? But yeah, that's sort of the plan, I guess. I do leave. Yes, apologies. Yesterday, the stream crashed out. The internet decided to be a massive bitch, which was a tad unfortunate. But there we go. Hopefully, no such problems reoccur today. Otherwise, I am going to be annoyed again because there's nothing I can fucking do about it. I rescued a young black vulture last night and named him Stinky McFeatherface. Rachel, that is mental. Where do you live that you have black vultures? Is that a thing? Mad. New graphics. No, this is sort of a joke. A very, very niche joke, I think. I did the thing yesterday about raise the colours, and so I put that weird England flag that they had on the back of the shirts last year or whatever that wound all the right wingers up. So yeah, it's my car still smells like garbage. But remember, it's a garbage can, not a garbage cannot. Fuck yes. You live in Massachusetts? Well, there you go. Go Red Sox. And Celtics and Bruins and Patriots. And the Revolution, actually. Are we upping the Ra? Well, we're not Nigel Farage. We don't either willingly or accidentally support terrorist groups, which is why you will never hear me say that I support Palestine action, because that would be a terrorism, and you know I won't do that. So you'll never hear me say that. 14 years in prison you can get for that. Evil. Anyway, yes. So on that point though. Actually, not remotely on that point. You can give me money in the form of bits and subs and what do you call it? Bits messages and super chats and all of that shite. But I will turn the chat box off. Not chat box, the alert box off, because I don't want to be distracted with noises. Oh, and by the way, I think I found the perfect replacement for the I don't want to do it anymore thing, which I'll play for you later if I remember, but I probably won't, because, you know, such is life. Anyway, I'm going to go into the thing, so wish me luck, I suppose. Ooh, that is. My hair is gruesome. Why does my hair decide it wants to go fucking sideways when I'm about to go on stream? It's very frustrating. That's not right. That's not remotely right. There you go, hang on. I think that's about right. Right. My name is Kevin Logan, and I'd like to say I'm an alcoholic. I'm not, but you know. Beautification? Surely not. Audio is good. Virtual background? I don't think so. Join the broadcast. Hello?
Hello, hi Kevin, how's it going?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Are you on stream?
I am on stream, and so are you. So,
Oh, hi everyone. Well, I'll update the stream as well as you. So I was actually going to host tonight, but it's Sarah because I am coming down with something. I don't know what it is. So you're with Sarah now today. Hope that's all right.
it's okay. You've got Kev fever. I understand. It's fine.
What fever?
Kev.
Kev fever.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, it's very infectious. It's catching. No, well, I hope you're well, Lewis. Everyone show love to Lewis in chat immediately.
Hello, everyone. But yeah, so apologies for the last minute changes. You've got the stories, right?
I got the stories. I know what I'm doing.
Amazing. I am just. I'll leave you to chat to your lovely audience just for a minute. I'm just adding some last minute changes and just uploading some lovely graphics.
Right.
Controls, 'cause-
Okay, so I'm muted now, chat. They can't hear me. But everyone go and follow Turn Left, obviously. Surely that goes without saying at this point. But maybe not. I don't know.
Sarah was actually on her way out, so she's heading back home now just to do the show. Oh, they're perfect timing.
Right, so are you producing then?
No, somebody else is producing. I actually don't know who is producing. Oh, it's Cal, but he's running a few minutes late too, so fun. It's all
Okay,
right.
no problem. Yeah. It happens.
I'm going to give you a preview of the lovely doctored video that Tommy posted today. This is the original, and this is the one that he posted.
Yeah,
Bastard.
indeed.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you live right now?
He is.
Okay.
Please do not say fuck up, bugger.
Yeah, won't. I was just hoping. Could they, is there a title for the show? Just so I can whack it on. So I'm gonna make a
That's
thumbnail.
Curtis, by the way, everyone. Let's say hello to Curtis.
Hello, Kevstream. Wait, Lewis, you're not hosting, are you?
No, I'm just sorting out the graphics.
Good, good. Cool. Give me a sec. Yeah, if you're okay for me to join your stream later on, Kev.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Definitely.
You can tell me about your best friend, Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Yeah, he's actually to tell your viewers, right? I'm gonna be honest. He's actually not bad to be on with.
See, oh God, you're just like Jess Phillips, you. You've been turned. Is he that charming, really?
Extremely. No, he just doesn't interrupt you. Like
Well,
I've
because he's
been
a
on
posh
twice.
boy, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on twice, and basically the first time it was talking about the new party. He just lets you speak, but like, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna watch it later or not, but I tried to weave in attacking Labour within my argument, so he'd let me speak because obviously GB News, anytime they get to attack Labour, they will.
Yeah.
But yeah, my experiences of Jacob is like he's actually not bad. Like his obviously his views are fucked, but like he does let you speak.
Okay, and so you're fucking him, yeah?
Well, you know, we're in contact.
See, and I thought he was a good Catholic boy. But,
Yeah.
but again, one look into your dreamy eyes, I understand it. It's fine. You could turn the straightest man. You
I'm
really
just
could.
you're so nice about me, aren't you? You say these delightful things, you know. Even though when I appeared on there, I did have that MacBook setting that makes you beautification on, like that was turned on. So
Yeah, it offered me that here as well, and I thought
you don't need it though.
you can't improve
Boring.
perfection. What are you talking
Exactly,
about?
you're so incredibly beautiful. You don't fucking need it anyway.
Exactly, that would just be flexing. It's unnecessary.
This must be so hard for Lewis, who's actually trying to do like organizational work, and we're just chatting shit over him.
It's fine.
And
I'm not
he's
even
like,
supposed to be
he's
here. I
got,
only came in to change the title. Now I'm fucking everything up.
yeah, and he's ill. You're a fucking slave driver.
Yes.
There you are, glad handing it with members of the aristocracy, and you've got your workers literally at death's door slaving for you.
I mean, it's fine because none of us get paid. So does that make
Well, that's it. Socialism is an equal share of poverty.
Well, did you not know that socialism is a poverty cult, right?
It is.
It's all about being poor.
Yeah, it's all about being poor and stealing toothbrushes and killing.
It's about
people.
showing people how poor we are. That's what makes us socialists.
Yeah, being poor is virtuous, and therefore you should. Everyone needs to be poor. Yep.
Who's moving stuff?
Sorry, I just put the logos on top. That's all I did. I swear to
Bad
God.
boy.
You've taken away. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah. Sorry? What do you have a stream title so I can whack it in?
A screen title, as in like a title for the video?
A stream title. Yeah.
Honestly, no, I don't have one right now.
I don't even know what
The
you
world is fucked. How about that?
The world is fucked. That's so fucking true.
Just call it my
Okay.
mate Jacob.
I'm gonna. Should I? Do you think the third story is the best one to do the title? Don't want to spoil
Yeah.
for Kev's viewers what we're gonna cover, but
Hello.
there she is.
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello. Right.
Fuck it. I'll use story 3 as the title because I know you're busy and I
Okay.
am being a
That's
bit of a bumhole.
You fucked the graphics because you moved them around. I renamed the wrong one after you moved it around. Now
I didn't touch nothing.
because when you moved it around, I clicked on the wrong one and renamed it the wrong one, and now I can.
Oh, give me 2 seconds.
Right, 1 sec. I need to hide everything.
Oh, I need to make a thumbnail as well, actually.
I feel bad because Sarah's put obviously effort in and looks fucking amazing, and I've brushed my hair.
Yeah, but you brushing your hair is like good effort. Isn't it?
Like that's the most I think I've ever put in. You know, honestly.
Isn't
It's
it
just
fucking
such a
hard?
horrible double standard in society.
Isn't it funny how much fucking background shit your viewers are getting right now?
Well, true, exactly. I like to show them behind the curtain.
Not to be like super vain, but can I'm on big screen just really quick.
You're not coming out your mic, by the way, as well.
What the fuck is going on?
Coming out your
Don't worry, because like Callum's running late, so that, like we've still got like 10 minutes at least.
Yeah, because on Lewis time.
Before you get on camera, I just really want to sort out the graphics.
I'm just going to mute
We've
myself
lost you.
and say
Really quietly.
this is
Oh my god.
this is going super
Louder.
well.
I can hear you from the mic, but it just needs to be louder.
Oh shit.
There you go. There you go.
I'm
Is
just,
that better?
the
Way-
internet's working
way
really well
better.
for me,
Oh fuck.
Sweet.
and now
I
and
don't
we're
want
just
my hair
waiting
to be
around
cut out,
waiting.
so-
Yeah, this is how
fucking time.
chaotic it is behind the scenes.
So as soon as we go live, you watch the internet fucking crap out.
Kev, you're on mute.
I was just sort of confiding in my chat because I had some
right.
internet problems yesterday, and I was thinking, like, the internet's absolutely perfect. Look, it's running absolutely crisp right now, whilst we're just fucking around doing nothing. As soon as we go live, you watch it all crap out.
I did message you yesterday though. You know the buffering stuff that was happening on everyone's stream.
True, but I'm not.
Like the UI has changed, right?
Possibly, but it was happening on both Twitch and YouTube for me, so I don't
Was it?
quite know what the fuck was going on with it, but I just put it down to the rats. The rats have eaten all of the cables or something.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. How is the situation? Is it improved or is it still?
No, it's it's improved from the mountains of shite. They've hired enough scab labour to cover the various areas once every sort of 2 to 3 weeks. So it's sort of potluck whether your bins get emptied or not.
Has the right-wing media blamed it on flags yet?
No, well, that's another thing. The council are being blamed for the flag thing. It's such bullshit. The right wing just love confecting nonsense.
Yeah, I did have a bit of a thing going on Twitter because I said, because obviously they're saying, oh, they're pulling down English flags, and I was like, that's not a thing. Like, there's no law that says you can't do that. And a couple of the Twitter fash
Oh, what the fuck?
pointed to specific examples, but the only information I can find is that they don't support like random people climbing up lampposts and putting.
Yeah,
up
no,
flags.
this literally the story is they're doing some renewal works with some of the lampposts, and so they're taking down detritus, right? So that's flags, signage, advertisements from companies, just basically stuff that isn't really supposed to be there. And the flags are being taken down regardless. It's not they're taking down British flags; they're taking down Palestine flags and Pakistan flags and all sorts, you know.
Worth noting as well, like one of the local media things in Birmingham, I can't remember their name, they actually investigated one of the organisers, like one of the first groups of organisers to start raising the money, and he was calling for the re-immigration of everyone in the UK.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
And then, and
naturally.
then
Well, I mean, we'll get to it, I'm sure, in about fucking half an hour if we ever start. But no, I'm only joking. The organisers of the fucking protests at the Bell Hotel, again, just fascists. They're actually just organised fascists.
The UKIP leader, his name, what's his name?
No,
uh,
not even that. It gets
Nick
even worse than him.
Campbell,
There's this group called Homeland Party, which is like a straight up neo-Nazi party.
Oh, well, they were there.
Yeah, and they're three of them are the main organisers of the Facebook group for this group. And he was interviewed on LBC and everything as if he was just a concerned local.
Platform, are you serious?
just a quick one. The graphics are done, but Sarah's not here, but I could see that Sarah highlighted the text. I don't know if she's already copied it into the teleprompter, but I've just changed one or two things, so she needs to recopy and paste into the teleprompter.
Which one? Because I can probably change it from my end.
How can you change her teleprompter?
So she might, because if I change it in the script and then she copies and pastes it, or have you already changed
Oh
it?
no, I've already changed it in the script.
Oh, then yeah, Sarah needs to just.
Thank you to Moranaka. Much love.
Oh, why am I on the screen? Fuck. Not me. Not my ugly
for
mug.
28 months. Much love. Don't forget, everyone, you can give me money.
I haven't read up on any of these stories, so winging it.
It's alright, I can quickly brief you, don't worry.
Oh no, I look like crap.
But Sarah, have you already pasted the script into the teleprompter?
Yeah.
Could you just do a quick repaste into it? I changed just a couple of lines.
Shit.
You don't look like shit, you look great.
Really good right now.
I look like crap.
You don't. I literally made the point when you walked off that you've put effort in and look amazing, and I've combed my hair.
Oh. At least one of us can comb our hair. I can't do it.
Fair.
So actually, I never comb my hair. I'm a lazy cunt. Right, wait. Can someone just tell me what I'm doing? Lewis,
So first thing you need to do now is go back into the link of the script and just recopy and paste it into the teleprompter.
Okay. Guys, you know what? I've had to stop training for the marathon.
For this?
I've snapped my Achilles.
Have you?
Yeah, it's really painful.
Oh, lucky you're sat down, isn't it?
Yeah, innit? Facts.
Your quality of the camera is looking real good tonight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can we not put local recordings on?
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe when Callum gets in, to be fair, I could probably produce for the first half, but then to be fair, I don't know. It's going to be complicated because he doesn't know when to come in, does he?
Sarah, let me know when you've done the script so I can quickly just brief you on the stories. It'll just take a minute.
Brother's just, annoying me.
Sarah, just to let you know, you are live, by the way.
Oh my god.
Not on the show, but on Kev's stream.
Not on our show, but on Kev's stream.
Oh my god, you should have told me.
Oh, I did.
Oh, did you?
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
Why do you think Curtis hasn't farted in the last 5 minutes?
I'll be on my best behaviour.
I've held it in.
I just swore like that. That's horrific. And no one told me.
You swore like, yeah, you said drop the fucking seed bomb.
That's so
I
bad.
can't fucking believe you would swear on my fucking show. This is a good, wholesome family Christian show.
I feel terrible that I did that. Oh my god. Can you tell them I'm actually not that vulgar? I don't know what came over me.
She's not that vulgar, honest chap. She's not.
Okay, let me copy and paste this then.
Sure.
And then...
So you're obviously up to date on the migrant hotel ruling thing from yesterday, right?
Yeah. It's the settlement somewhere. Israel arrived settlements in the West Bank. Will Israel just continue? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there's not much information in that one other than they've done these settlements, but it's just essentially a really big deal because where the settlements are, it's basically trying to specifically divide the current Palestinian land
Okay.
So it's specifically been done this way to kind of destroy the two-state solution. So that's all you need to know, and
Okay.
you can just talk about anything related to the just general topic.
Okay.
I did add in a tiny side story about just Bengavir posting a video today. He posted a video on Telegram showing that in the prisons that he's in charge of, he's put pictures up of the destruction of Gaza for the prisoners to look at.
Okay.
I just thought it was just a little disgusting story, just to
So
add in.
that's in there.
Yeah, it's just a few lines.
Okay.
I'm just like building up the case of complete and utter dehumanization of the Palestinians and demonization. And
Yeah.
then the third story is: did you read it all today about the guy that Tommy Robinson spread misinformation on? And
Is it the guy that was at the park?
yeah, so he shared
Yeah.
Tommy. He didn't just repost, like hit the repost button. He uploaded the video,
And
and
he was married to the white lady.
yeah, and he titled the video like oh, like what the fuck's going on here? Where are the parents? And it's just like a black guy with little white girls on a trampoline, and they've zoomed in on the video to get rid of the text on the screen. And the video that I've uploaded is the original video from Grandma and the doctored video that Tommy's uploaded.
Okay.
And his music management company dropped him because of the misinformation. He's
Oh
received
my god.
death threats. He's been called a paedophile in the street,
Oh my god.
and just basically like kind of ruined his life essentially.
That's
Um,
horrific.
but also the worst part is that because obviously libel and stuff like that and incitement is a grey area. They said that they couldn't do anything because it's like because obviously the way they titled his video, like what the fuck's going on here? Where are the parents? Like we know that he's insinuating that this person is a danger to the children or that he's a paedophile, but because libel laws and shit like that, it's a grey area, I guess.
Well, thankfully he wasn't wearing a Palestine action shirt, otherwise the police would have to arrest him.
Or plasticine
Or
action.
plasticine action.
Yeah.
Did we
Or
actually
holding a copy of the Private Eye.
did we get a development on that story? Because obviously last time we covered it, the police were inquiring about that person who wore the plasticine action T-shirt. But like, did he end up getting arrested for it? Did we find out?
I think he did.
I don't know how that situation's morphed, to be honest with you.
Oh, fuck off!
Hey, come on then.
That was good. That was good. I give you that.
Kev, can they see us on your video? They just hear us, right?
No, they can see you.
Oh,
No, it says
gets
so.
I'm
worse.
googling it, but it keeps.
Why?
changing.
You haven't done anything. You've just been sat there.
I'm vaping.
And
I mean,
I'm worried. People are going to know that I'm an actual.
a person? No. Oh, crazy.
you're a degenerate for vaping.
Literally, that I literally have popcorn lungs and stuff.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I used to vape. I stopped that now, but
It's because it's stopped me from smoking, so there's that.
Yeah, it looks better than smoking on camera, doesn't it?
I just checked, but like the man was like temporarily detained by the police. So everyone assumed he actually got arrested because he was being held by them, but he never
Right.
actually formally got arrested.
But he was still detained for it, though.
Yeah, like detained on the spot. They didn't actually like take him in the van or anything. But I'm just checking the Sky News update on it now.
What, in case you need to take that video down?
Which video?
Oh, sorry, no, don't worry. Ignore me. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. Curtis, how are you feeling? Are you alright?
So the public don't know,
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything.
but I decided to go to the pub.
Yeah. Oh my god, facts. That's what I would have. If I lived near you, I'd have been like, let's just go have a pint. You know?
Yeah, and I'm definitely buying more beers later on.
Yes.
If
Just
you guys,
need that, you know.
Yeah.
Need it.
I'll let you know during the show. But when that story happened earlier with Tommy, and I posted a video about it, I got in contact with the journalist to see if I can get in contact with the guy who was the victim of the disinformation, and he's just texted me now because I'm going to try and do a fundraiser.
Oh my god, can you? That's fucking incredible. Can you send it to me as well?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask his permission if I could do one. I didn't want to do one without asking him. So if he says yes, I'll try and get the fundraiser up before the end of the show, and if you can give it a shout out.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And that's also a message to Kev's audience as well.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I wasn't listening.
I'm
completely
dead.
zoned out. But what did you say? Sorry, go on.
No, I've got in contact with the guy who is the victim of Tommy Robinson's disinformation.
Right.
And I'm going to call him in a second to see if I can set up a fundraiser for him and post it on social media.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask his permission first if I could do that, because I didn't want to do it without his permission.
Yeah.
Okay, so script is done, graphics is done.
Am I still producing? Just I didn't expect the whole team to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are. It's just we've had a bit of a social gathering, I suppose.
I love it. I love a social gathering.
Right, I'll let you guys go because I want to call. I want to call him back, and I'll see if I can get the fundraiser up by the end of the show.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, nice work, Lewis, as always.
Yeah, incredible. Thank you, Lewis.
Sorry again. I just feel terrible.
Yeah, are you? I was going to ask. Like, most importantly, are you okay?
Yeah, I thought I was having like a gluten reaction, but that's what it felt like. But I don't know. I just feel weirdly nauseous.
I think you need to just look after yourself. Have a rest.
Have you overdosed on woke?
What's that, Kevin?
Have you overdosed on woke?
That's what it is. Only lefties have got celiac disease. It's a woke disease.
Oh no, my mum has celiac disease. Yeah, she has to have the terrible, expensive shit bread. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's awful. It's pretty awful. Right, I'll jump off. I will see you guys soon. Have a good show.
Bye, babes.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
I'm
Bye,
jump off
Curtis.
as well.
Bye, Curtis.
For Kev's audience, though, I will be on Kev's stream after the show.
Yes.
So
Curtis, get some beers in.
will do. Have a fantastic show. I'll be watching.
Perf.
Before you go, Curtis, are we using local recording now or no?
No.
This time I'm turning it off. I mean, Sarah's feed looks really good at the moment, so I think we just have it off for now.
Sarah's looks epic.
It does.
No
look good,
offense,
doesn't
Kevin.
it? Anyway, sorry, I'm keeping you up. Right.
No, mine's shite. Yeah, no,
great
absolutely.
show, guys, and I will be watching. And then if anyone's interested, then I'll be on Kev
Sweet.
stream afterwards.
I'm
Real.
interested.
I'm interested.
Bye.
Bye. And we're going to go live with the pre-intro. I'll still put the countdown on because why not? Hi, Kev's audience. Hope you're all well. Sorry we're running late today. For a change, it's not Lewis's fault. It's actually mine. I was working, so it's a good excuse.
No, it's Curtis's fault because he was hanging out with members of the aristocracy, wasn't I?
I mean, that's just normal for Curtis, isn't it?
That is true because he's a fucking king. What's up?
Alright, so we've got a countdown on.
Right.
I've got no idea what we're doing tonight. Do you, Kev? Do you know what the stories are?
I know what I do. Yeah.
Oh,
We've got.
You're a step ahead of me then.
Yeah, we've got. What have we got?
Court rules to remove migrants from Epping Hotel. Israel arrives.
Yeah, and then
Sorry,
Tomo.
approves settlements in the West Bank. Tommy Robinson puts a family in danger. Of course he does. Graphic 0.
Oh, fuck's sake.
2, end of graphic 2. We've got graphic 3, end of graphic 3, graphic 4, end of graphic 4, graphic 5, end of graphic 5. And then we've got a video.
Oh, I forgot to adjust the colour of my video. I look washed out as fuck. Look, I am pasty, but I mean, I look like a fucking ghost. Jesus. No, I am, to be fair. On a cold day, you can see through me. I'm translucent.
Can your viewers see us when we're backstage, by the way? or
No, because you're in little screens at the bottom. So unless you're on like the main screen, then yeah. So the minute they just see the countdown.
They can hear our audio though, right?
They can hear your audio, yes. Unless you want me to turn you off, if you'd like privacy.
No, it's fine. It just means that if they're watching you, they'll hear any backstage audio during the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like someone. I think you made a comment on to Curtis or something last time I was on, and we all picked that up, and we all laughed because it was quite funny. But like the main like your channel won't have heard what you said.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
It's like a special behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I like it. I'd have absolutely loved stuff like that when I was younger. I'd have been like, I'm not going to watch. I'm going to watch on Kevin's instead, so I get the behind the scenes view.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to steal your viewers. Fact.
It works quite well, to be fair.
Yeah. I'll move back from the camera when we're on. By the way, I'm just.
Yeah. Although we sent some viewers your way the other
leaning
night.
forward. You did indeed. Yes, thank you. Much love.
We try to when we can.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
When there's no one better to send.
Well, presumably that's what when the world ends or something.
There is a book. There is a book called Where the World Ends, and it's about these people who are stuck on a stack in St Kilda, like this remote island in Scotland, and they have to eat birds. Like, I don't know why I'm saying this. It's actually not even that interesting, so don't even worry about it. I'm gonna stop the
Are
story.
you in a new space, Sarah?
No.
Is this the new place?
No, this is just a different room, but it's got like ugly wallpaper that I want to like switch up. But it's a new space. Yeah, you're actually right. It's a
Oh, I
new
like it.
space.
I like
But
it.
it's got. I need to change this wallpaper, and I need to just like put my books here. So I need to put some shelves in. But
Is this a new space? No, actually, yes, it is.
you know, it is. I meant like because I've been here before, if that makes sense. But it's a new space as a whole. Yeah.
But it's in the new place that you're now
Yes.
in, rather than
Yes.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have an all new space soon.
Oh my god, I know, because like that's so exciting. Sorry, I was gonna like reveal information that maybe you don't want revealed.
No, don't. But I'm probably gonna have less room than I'm probably gonna have less room than I've got now, so it's gonna be interesting.
Really exciting. I want
Pretty exciting.
pictures.
Yes. Right, 1 minute to go. I don't know why I'm telling you.
I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why.
Probably because, well, yeah. In true Turn Left style, things have changed. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Well, I've had 3 different people. I've been told 3 different people were hosting today, which is nice. But you're all lovely in your own way, so it's fine.
3 different people were hosting today.
Yeah.
I think the only 2 names you've not been told is me and Cog.
True. Although we saw Cog and with Sangeeta Maiska, that's a get.
Oh, that's
Fucking hell.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Go and watch it if you've not already. After the show, obviously, don't do it now.
Well, everyone on my streams already watched it because we watched it on stream.
Good. 5 seconds, Sarah.
Okay. Ooh, nervous.
Break a leg.
I've been told to do a millennial pause every time the stream starts, so that's what I'm practicing to do. But it comes quite easy to some of us, although I'm not a millennial. Anyways, I'm back again. It's Wednesday. So welcome to Normal Island. I'm Sarah Delau, and I'm joined by the incredible, insightful, and amazing Kev. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Millennial pause. See what I did there?
I love it.
Thank you
I'm
very
going to learn from you.
How are you, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's good to have you. We've never done a show together.
No, you've produced, but we've never been on screen together. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful day for humanity, I feel.
I think it is, and I think we know what we might actually do better than you and Curtis. Not that I'm in competition with Curtis, but I think we'll do better than him. Yeah. I think we will. Anyways, let me stop chatting. Really great to have you, Kevin. Can't wait to have your insight. But on with the show. Today, we are looking at court rules to remove migrants from Epping Hotel. Labour are in crisis as more councils threaten legal action. Then we're going to Israel approves settlements, or approves. I think that's approves. That's supposed to say approves. Israel approves settlements in the West Bank. Will Israel just continue with complete impunity? And finally, Tommy Robinson puts a family in danger with disinformation. The family man was doxxed, threatened, and lost his job. As ever, though, do remember to like the stream, subscribe as well, share with a friend of a friend, and get commenting because we're going to get to your comments later. But on to our first story. In a landmark ruling delivered today, the High Court has granted Epping Forest District Council an injunction halting the use of the Bell Hotel in Essex to house asylum seekers. Presenting the council, Philip Coppell, King's Counsel, agreed some protests have unfortunately been attended by violence and disorder. He said Somani Hotels did not advise or notify the local planning authority to seek its views on the use of the site, which he argued was no longer a hotel in the usual sense. The decision followed heated protests, including far-right agitation and planning concerns, prompting the council to argue that converting the hotel without proper permission violated planning laws and endangered local safety. The ruling mandates that 138 asylum seekers should be removed by the 12th of September, although no new accommodation Although no new accommodations have yet been identified. Authorities warn that this legal precedent could severely disrupt the government's asylum housing system. Labour, who have pledged to phase out hotel housing by 2029 in favour of government run facilities, now face fresh controversy. Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philip has voiced alarm over the disruption, whilst Labour navigates mounting legal risks. The report indicates that asylum hotels cost up to £170 per person per night, nearly 6 times more than alternative accommodations. But it's also worth reminding people that this is a mess left behind by the Tories and the backlog they created. Across England, several councils are now exploring similar legal actions, signalling this may be only the beginning of a wave of challenges to the hotel-based asylum model. With asylum seeker numbers in hotels hovering around 30,000, this judicial pushback threatens to unravel Labour's strategy, raising urgent questions about both cost and feasibility in the run-up to the next election. But at the same time, with Starmer being accused of recently quoting Enoch Powell, saying that the current patriots who are putting up flags illegally across English cities are patriots, and he is a patriot too, is there anyone out there willing to stand up for refugees, stand up against the plethora of misinformation and disinformation, the constant dehumanization and demonization of the groups of people, or they're just continuing emboldening the right? Kevin, what do you think? Like, Labour are sort of facing a credibility crisis at the moment, right? And they talk about compassion. They try to talk about compassion, not that they emulate it. Yet their asylum plan kind of hinges on the same punitive system that the Tories created. And now we've got councils basically setting up legal precedents to turf refugees out of these hotels. How do you see this shaping the political landscape as a whole?
Well, as unfortunately is so often the case, it's an even further shift to the right. And this entire story is essentially right wing people doing right wing things for right wing reasons. As you pointed out, the initial problem was created by the Conservative Party and its ridiculous plans, which, like you say, is significantly more expensive to house people in hotels than it was in other accommodation. They created a problem specifically to try and create a wedge issue with which they could try and fight the general election, and it blew up in their faces and led to a massive backlog and led to their downfall ultimately. It's been picked up and ran with by the Labour Party, who, to be fair, have actually one of the rare successes, I think, actually of their governance is that they've removed about half of the backlog. So it was about 65,000 people in these temporary accommodations when they came into power, and it's now just over 30,000. It was 400 hotels, and it's now about 200. So they've had some progress, actually. I'll give them credit where credit is due, and it's very rarely due with this government. And so you've then got astroturfed nonsense far right protests outside of these hotels. The one specifically in Epping was organised by groups, members of a group called Homeland Party, which has been described as the largest neo-Nazi political party in the UK. Which literally is just openly for the expatriation of all non-native, whatever the hell that means, peoples. Many of their members have been photographed doing the Nazi salute, or as Elon Musk would say, showing his love to the audience. They're obviously far right as hell, and they're being laundered by the mainstream media, specifically LBC, as ordinary citizens. They had one of their leaders on, literally claiming he was just an ordinary local, when he's not. He's a political activist from start to finish. And talking of political activists, literally the judge in this case that made this ruling is a guy called Stephen Eyre, and he was the Tory party's candidate for the Birmingham Hodge Hill parliamentary by-election in 2004. So it's Conservatives creating a problem that fascists then jump on, and then a Conservative uses conservative thought in order to do the Conservative thing. And the Labour Party are just going along with it because they're pathetic cocks who just shift constantly right and right and right and right, and then wonder why no one wants to support them.
Yeah, they are pathetic cocks, actually. That's a really great way to describe them. I mean, I want to think about, like, the moral responsibility. Like, I know that Labour are void of any sort of morality at the moment. At least that's what they're proving
Yeah.
at the moment. We're constantly being told by the asylum system that the asylum system is kind of like broken because of cost and because of like this local pressure from these innocent local residents in the area because of like planning laws, etc. But none of these really explain like the sheer hostility that migrants are facing every single day.
Yeah.
I'm finding that there is this they are viewed through a lens of complete and utter dehumanization. So isn't the real problem not the hotels, but like a political class in which both parties kind of just refuse to stand up against racism and xenophobia
Yeah.
and refuses to defend refugees as human beings?
Well, absolutely, yeah. All of the major parties have even ceded the centre ground, let alone the left ground, on so many issues, especially this, because they're essentially chasing votes they can't possibly win. They're trying to chase Nigel Farage's votes. They're trying to chase the votes of these the flag shaggers, these people. The same people who call Keir Starmer a pedophile and literally think that he personally intervened to make sure that Jimmy Savile faced no consequences for his actions when he was the head of the Crown Prosecution Service, which obviously isn't true. But these people who will never vote for him, are specifically the people he's trying to go for. So, like you say, there is no major political party really standing up for migrants and their rights. And the problem with this court ruling specifically is not just that it's obviously sort of political activism on behalf of the judge, because when they talk about activist judges, as always with the right wing, the accusation is very much just the confession of the thing for which they are themselves guilty. It's the specific reasoning, which is that the protests outside of the hotel have caused what's called was it a removal of I forgot the word they use, the specific word they use. Anyway, there's a removal of peace from the local area. It was likely to create crime. So basically, this now gives the green light to far-right organisations across the country, if they have one of these places in their local vicinity, to organise outside of it, because this is a massive win for their use of violence and criminality. Because what they do is they go there mob-handed, act in a criminal way that creates tension and crime in the local area. The council can then use that as an example of crime being brought into the area by this migrant hotel and have it shut down on that basis. So basically it's just carte blanche for them to go and do the thing that they want to do. We're basically rewarding criminality and violence by far-right thuggery.
Absolutely. And I think what worries me at the moment is I spend I spend some of my time on TikTok, not hopefully like not a lot, but the time I do spend on TikTok, I see that people have been saying these protests that you're doing outside of the hotel are a waste of time, they're not effective, blah blah blah. But now it's kind of proven that they kind of are effective in a way,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so what are we going to do to respond to people like that? Because I saw so many comments today being like, well, these protests are working, so fuck it, let's go protest some more around, these other hotels that might be housing migrants. So like, how would we respond to that?
Well, ultimately, you have to do what is always the response to fascists, is that you don't cede the ground to them, because you can't. If they're out in the streets, we need to be out in the streets. If they're protesting, we need to be counter-protesting. If they're committing acts of violence, we need to be protecting those they're attacking. Because the police obviously are not going to do so. We've seen that rather conclusively. The police are more than happy to arrest blind people in wheelchairs for supporting, let's say opposing Palestine inaction is the way I'll put it for legal reasons. That will get you arrested. Or wearing a plasticine action shirt will get you arrested. Whereas you can go, as one of these far-right thugs did, with a flag that said the phrase "kill 'em all" on it, the police won't touch him, because the police are in cahoots. Again, it's just right-wing nonsense compounding itself and narrativizing into, essentially a kind of the beginnings of a fascist takeover of a certain part of British jurisprudence, which is very, very worrying.
It's so frightening. It's a frightening time, and I don't really know where we go from here, to be honest, because I feel like a ruling like this is only going to like kind of like what you said, just snowball with other councils kind of like following suit, just so that they can alleviate the pressures from these fascist right wingers, or just fascists as a whole, and be like, well, just to shut them up, let's just get rid of the migrants. Let's get rid of their accommodation. And because even though they're living in these hotels, it's still temporary accommodation. They're still rendered relatively homeless. Like it's not stable housing. And the risk that I foresee is that they're going to leave tens of thousands of people effectively abandoned. So I'm now wondering what that makes us think about the broader state of Britain as a whole, like a country where you have, the quote unquote establishment, who would rather wage culture wars than actually deal with profiteering or austerity or the cost of living crisis. So I don't really know where we go from here. It's just like make counter protests, you're absolutely right, but like I feel a bit hopeless going forward.
It's understandable that you would feel hopeless. I think this is a very blackpilling experience, frankly, because again, it's just a victory for the right, unalloyed, unabated. It's just a complete victory for them, and not in the way that they think, because obviously for them, they think that the legal ruling is that they've gotten rid of the migrants. It's got nothing to do with it being migrants per se. It's a really odd technicality about zoning laws where it's not really a hotel anymore. It's essentially become temporary accommodation that the government have commandeered for the national interest, which, like, I mean, that's a bit of a technicality, but whatever. But ultimately, what it does is it not just not just rewards, but it incentivizes far-righters to go and do this. Because the only reason this happened is because far-righters turned up there and created a problem in the first place. So basically, if a local council want to try and use the same method under law, they would have to prove the same thing, which if they don't have protests, they wouldn't be able to do so. So it incentivizes right-wingers in every single area in which one of these places exists to do exactly what the violent lunatics in Epping have done, in order to get the same legal outcome, which ultimately isn't even a win in a sense, because what it will ultimately force the government to have to do is to house these people in different ways. So they'll probably have to beef up the use of military bases and army, what would usually be used as army families housing and stuff like that, and then put those families in other locations because people won't protest there. So they're essentially just sort of end up playing sort of human dominoes where they're just sort of moving around different pieces, which is not ideal. And where we go from here, I mean, literally all I can say is you never cede the ground to them. The fascists turn up, the fascists need to be opposed on every front. That's just the way it has to be. Every generation has to fight these fights. It's been a lot worse in the past and very possibly will get worse in the future. But either way, all it remains for any generation that lives at any moment is that you fight the good fight. And so it seems bleak right now, but it seemed bleaker in the past, and humanity survived, civilization and culture survived, so we need to be the bearers of that going forward.
I think it's a really, really great place to leave it. I completely agree with you. Just fight the fascism, fight the good fight. I agree with you, Kevin, on every front. But going on to our second story, today the Israeli government approved a highly controversial settlement project in the E1 area of the occupied West Bank, potentially severing the territorial continuity between Ramallah and Bethlehem. The plan includes the construction of 3,500 housing units near Adumim and an additional 350 homes in Asher El near Hebron. I hope I'm pronouncing all of these correctly. I'm not butchering it. Sorry, guys, if I am. With E1, we are delivering finally on what has been promised for years, said Smotrich. The ultra-nationalist and the ruling right-wing coalition said in a statement, the Palestinian state is being erased from the table, not with slogans, but with actions. Scary. International criticism was swift, but of course no action has been taken. Peace advocacy groups warn that this move could permanently derail hopes for a two-state solution. The United Nations and many governments consider such settlements a violation of international law, further eroding prospects for peace. Just recently, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expressed his support for the Greater Israel Project, which would involve invading other neighbouring countries and taking their land. And Jordan has obviously taken these comments very seriously, as earlier this week, they just reactivated military service after 30 years, and even yesterday, Israel was conducting military exercises near Jordan's border. Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, National Security Minister Ben Gvir made headlines, reportedly showing Palestinian prisoners images of destruction in Gaza and posting his display on social media. As a reminder, thousands of Palestinians are imposed under military administrative law with no official crimes against their name and cannot defend themselves in a court of law because the evidence against them is kept secret. It's a system of indefinite imprisonment if Israel chooses. Ben-Gvir, a far-right figure known for extremist views and as a settler himself, has a conviction of racial incitement and association with a prescribed Jewish nationalist terrorist organisation. Now, as the approval of the E1 development tightens Israel's control over the West Bank, the accompanying rhetoric and possible use of prisoner images by figures like Ben-Gvir highlights a deepening political and humanitarian crisis in the region. Kevin, international bodies kind of call these settlements illegal. They're warned that it could kill the two-state solution, yet Israel kind of just presses ahead, as they usually do, because they don't really listen to anyone apart from themselves, openly kind of just celebrating that the Palestinian state is going to be erased, and it's being erased actively. You've got the UN condemning it, the government's issuing statements, but nobody actually acts. Isn't this the very definition of impunity?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. They've been given a blank check by the rest of the world. It's despicable. Obviously, it's ridiculously illegal and inflammatory. And of course, they've taken the opportunity of the genocide they are imposing upon the Gaza Strip in order that people aren't looking at the West Bank as much as an opportunity to further the Greater Israel project. Not only does it potentially damage the two-state solution, it purposefully destroys the possibility of a two-state solution, as indeed was laid out by Bezalel Smotrich himself, who literally said that this would be the death of the two-state solution. This is what they want. This has always been what Zionists wanted. They want the Greater Israel project. They want all of the land from the Nile River to the Euphrates River, from Egypt in the west to Iraq in the east. That's the land they want. That's what they've always wanted. It was never about Hamas. It was never about the safety of Israelis or the safety of Jewish people more broadly. It was never about civilization or ties to this. And it's all about land grabs. That's always what it's been about. You can tell that because at every opportunity, they grab land. When Syria fell, what did they do? They decided to go in and grab land under the auspices of helping out the Druze, as if they give a shit about the Druze. You know, this is exactly what they want. This is what they've always wanted. They've been very successful in inveigling Western power structures with people who are Zionists, who will enforce Zionist writ. Again, this is not some JQ thing about them wanting to run the world, because they don't. They care about one thing: the Greater Israel project. That's it, okay? They don't care about, like, cobble mines in South America. They care only about the success of Zionism in the Middle East. And they're going to stop at absolutely nothing to do that, up to and including the murder of millions of Palestinian people, or indeed their removal to South Sudan, which is another plan, another illegal plan that they've been trying to get off the ground. The genocide that's taking place now will be as nothing compared to what will come if the Greater Israel project is to be furthered over the course of time. But actually, if there's one grain of hope that I can give people in all of this, is that Benjamin Netanyahu, I think, will be seen historically as actually quite a bad thing for Zionism. And I say that because he has opened the eyes of a world that was being purposefully kept asleep to the dangers of Zionism. They were doing death by a million cuts, taking little parcels of land in the West Bank, clamping down on Gaza, taking the Golan Heights, doing little bits and pieces and being very successful under the radar. Whereas now, after October 7th, 2023, it's been very, very obvious what's taking place. And the world has seen emaciated bodies of children. They've seen people carrying plastic bags filled with the slurry that used to be human beings that were their families into hospitals. People have seen this. And so the generation coming of age politically now, which is going to be replacing boomers who are very supportive of Israel in terms of the flow of humanity, the circle of life, as those older people begin to die off, new people coming into the political mainstream will have only known the evils of the last 2 years in the Gaza Strip, and beginning to see the evils in the West Bank as well, and actually aren't going to put up with the kind of nonsense, the carte blanche that's been given to Israel. And so actually I think the Zionist project has 10 years to get its job completely done, or it won't be successful, because ultimately the West, I think, has had ironically a road to Damascus moment in the light finally hitting their eyes and them seeing the truth for the first time.
But what, it took them so bloody long to figure that out, though. Like, why is it taking them so long? Because, like, and maybe it's because Israel's selling people these lies. Like, you have these political leaders that are selling these lies that it's about security, it's about housing. But it's not. Like, it is a settler colonial project that's backed by Western power. So is that why there was so much resistance for the West to kind of be like, hey, yeah, what's going on is pretty fucked up?
Well, for the first couple of decades, I think, of Israel's existence, there was an obvious kind of like post Holocaust
power. So is that why there was so much resistance for the West to kind of be like, hey, yeah, what's going on is pretty fucked up?
Well, for the first couple of decades, I think, of Israel's existence, there was an obvious kind of like post Holocaust. Elders of Zion control of the world. They literally just want to clamp down. Elders of Zion control of the world. They literally just want to clamp down on criticism of Israel and nothing else. They couldn't give a damn beyond that, frankly. There is absolute ironclad consensus in the United States political class that Israel has to be funded and protected at all costs. And that's at least in part because of the circle of money. Washington sends Israel huge amounts of money. That gets cycled back into groups like AIPAC, that then goes into the pockets of American political leaders, who then vote to send more money to Israel. Rinse and repeat for eternity. That's why the entire political establishment of the UK and America and France and Germany is run by Zionists. Again, not run by Jewish people, run by Zionists, most of whom are Christians.
Exactly. I think that's the distinction that people need to make, right? Because I think obviously people run with the conspiracy that, oh, it's the Jewish people, and it's like, no, hello, that's not it. It's like, can you please discern the difference between Zionism and Judaism, and that you cannot conflate the two. They are not to be used synonymously. They're two different things.
Yeah, the vast majority of Zionists in the world are Christian, and are not just like by a small percentage. It's about 20-fold larger. They're largely evangelical Christians in the United States, and they don't do it because they like Jewish people. Quite the opposite. They believe that once the God's chosen people take the land from the Nile to the Euphrates, from the river to the river, that will bring on Armageddon, which will bring about not the singularity, what's it called? Basically, where the Christians get zoomed up into heaven. And the rapture is the word I'm looking for. The rapture. And the Christians, the good Christians who are just like them, so again, you have to be the right kind of Christian, get saved. And everybody else, including all Jewish people, gets killed and goes to hell forever.
See, I clearly was asleep during GCSE RE days. That was the only lesson I'd sleep in. So right, it is the rapture. You're so right. But when Netanyahu talks about, a greater Israel, because he talks about that so often, you got Ben Gvir, who taunts like Palestinian prisoners with images of Gaza's destruction, who is just spineless, disgusting human being. Like these people aren't just like, they're not even behaving in a rogue way. Like this is now essentially state policy. So would you say that we're kind of just what we're watching here is like the final death of even the illusion of a peace process?
Yeah, well, I think that absolutely happened. The fact that the Israeli government is now replete with people who killed the last Israeli prime minister who tried to do peace is a pretty good example of the hostile takeover of ultra-Zionism that has taken place in Israel. The fact that you had the moving of the American embassy into Jerusalem, which basically fundamentally means that a contiguous state with East Jerusalem as the capital of a Palestinian state is basically impossible. The fact that virtually huge swathes of land, pockets of land within the West Bank are now controlled utterly and entirely by Israel and Israeli settlers. The fact that the Gaza Strip has been completely held as a prison camp for so long. There's no contiguous state to be had there. This is the death of it, and it's intentional because this isn't just some minor person. This is the finance minister, Smotrich, who's literally doing this proposal for the new settlements, backed by the rest of the government. This isn't just Benjamin Netanyahu, although Benjamin Netanyahu does definitely want to continue this war, as we've seen by the fact that he's scuppering the chances of a ceasefire agreement, which has been agreed to by Hamas and has been negotiated and all the rest of it. Because he wants to protect himself from the corruption charges which he will inevitably face if he has to step down as prime minister at the end of the war. So there is that, of course, but it's not just him. This absurdity of people like Bernie Sanders who want to sort of halfway house this and be like, oh, instead of criticising Israel, I'll just criticise Benjamin Netanyahu, as if he himself is the problem. He isn't. He's one of the problems. He's one of the big stumbling blocks to all of this, but he's in control of the government, and the government contains people even further to the right than him. He's not even the worst person in his own cabinet.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so right. And this is it. I want people to understand this. It is a crucial fact, a crucial detail to all of this, that this did not start with Netanyahu.
No.
And my fear is that it won't end with him. Like what we're seeing with the likes of Smotrich and Ben Gvir, they're ultra nationalists who want to carry this this doctrine forward. There are people who agree with the likes of those individuals and see these people as like as martyrs of the state because of how much they're wanting to take over Gaza and get rid of any sort of like Palestinian
Well, this
just yeah, it's a sense of like Palestinian identity. Sorry, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It doesn't start and end with Netanyahu at all.
No, the seeds of this go all the way back. Zionism, to its very core, like all ethno-nationalist enterprises, is bigoted, violent, repressive, and generally will always end in some form of genocide. Because as much as you can, during the kind of peaceful times of any ethno-nationalist uprising, they will always talk about some form of peaceful ethnic cleansing. The idea that if you just ask nicely, or if you just buy the houses, it's fine, they'll just leave, which of course never happens, because literally the Zionists themselves, who came from Europe to Israel, should have known, because even during the depths of the depravity of the Holocaust, Jewish people remained in Europe. Because they didn't want to leave, and it didn't matter what you did, they weren't going to leave. And the same is true of the Arabs who have lived in these places for a long time as well. And so you ultimately end up having to either A, settle down and integrate and become a unified whole as a country, or kill them. And they've chosen the latter.
They've definitely chosen the latter, and they're doing it tenfold, unfortunately. But no, thank you so much, Kevin. So remember, if you haven't already, then like this stream, as it helps with the algorithm. If you want to see us grow, then you can donate to us by going to turnleftmedia.co.uk/support, or you can support us either monthly or give us a one-off donation. As you know, we are 5 volunteers. So anything you guys donate goes a long way. But again, don't put yourselves out. I remind you of this every single time. Don't put yourselves out. A like, a comment, a share still goes a long way. And we've built such an incredible community regardless of the donations. But they do help. And hopefully we can, become fully fledged and make this our full-time jobs. But onto our place in the video, which under Tommy's version is pushing false allegations of paedophilia. Since Robinson's repost, the family has faced a